If you're over 60, there's a quiet, uncomfortable truth. Fall risk often rises silently, long before you feel weak. It starts with tiny moments. You step over a doorway and slow down without meaning to. You turn in the kitchen, and your body sways for one beat. You walk in a crowded place, and your hand automatically searches for something to hold. Most people say, it's just age, but not exactly. There's a simple check you can do in just 45 seconds, called the heel-to-toe walk test. You walk, placing your heel close to your toes, step by step, and it gives you a clear signal about your balance and your reaction speed, without a gym, without equipment, without pressure. And we will do it the safest way, near a wall, with calm, clear steps. So you're not guessing, and you're not risking a fall. But don't rush to the test yet. In this video, I'll guide you in reverse order, starting with the easiest moves, so your body gets the right signal. And only then, we do the 45-second test. And please watch to the very end, because the final move is the most important part. It's the one that often decides whether you feel steady and confident, or still sway, even after trying hard. Now, let's begin with the first step. Small, safe, and right next to a wall. A fall is not just an accident. For many people over 60, it becomes a turning point, from walking with confidence to watching every step with quiet fear. And the sad part is, your body usually sends warning signals early. Most people simply don't know how to read them. Here's the good news. You do not need harder workouts. After 50, your body needs the right signals. Clear, gentle, repeated daily. Not stress, not pain, not pressure. Balance is like a traffic light for your brain. When the signal is weak, your reactions slow down. When the signal is clear, you stand steadier. You turn with control, and you step onto uneven ground with more safety. So today, we'll do this the Japanese way. Small, consistent, and supported. I'll guide you in reverse order. From movement 7 down to movement 1. We start with the easiest drill, to bring back the feeling of steady in your legs. And only then, we finish with the 45-second test. But there's one tiny mistake that causes many people to misunderstand their result. All you need is a wall or a sturdy chair. No equipment, no gym. And next, I'll explain very simply what balance really is, so you know you're training the right thing. Balance is not just strong legs. It's a delicate teamwork between your eyes, your inner ear, your feet, and your brain. When you take a step, your feet send a message upward. Here is the ground. Your inner ear reports. Your head is level or it's tilting. Your eyes report. Here's where you're moving. Then your brain blends those signals and sends a quiet command to your hips, thighs, and core to tighten just enough so you don't sway. And here's what matters. After 60, those signals can become faint, especially if we repeat the same positions every day. Rarely stand on one leg. Rarely turn our head while walking. Rarely challenge the feet in a safe way. Research has consistently noted, when balance and coordination decline, the chance of trips and falls in daily life goes up. But you don't need intense training. You simply need to make the signals clear again. That's the purpose of today's movements. Wake up the right pathways, without stress, without pain, without pressure. And here's the surprise many people don't expect. Many people do the heel-to-toe test, but they cheat without realizing it, and the result becomes misleading. In a moment, I'll show you how to avoid that mistake, starting with movement number 7. Movement number 7, supported single leg stand. It sounds simple, but this is the power switch of balance. Why it works? When you stand on one leg, your brain has to wake up your balance reflex. Your foot sends constant feedback. Your hip and glute muscles activate gently to keep your pelvis from tipping. Research has noted that practicing single leg balance over time can improve postural stability in older adults. Here's the safest way to do it. Stand next to a wall or behind a sturdy chair. Feet parallel, shoulders relaxed. Place one fingertip on the wall very lightly. Not gripping, just a soft touch, like a reference point. Now, lift one foot just 2 to 5 centimeters off the floor. It does not need to be high. Hold for 10 to 20 seconds. Breathe slowly, then switch sides. If you shake, that is not failure. That is your nervous system learning again. Japanese-style daily habit. Do it while waiting for the kettle to boil, or while brushing your teeth. 10 seconds right, 10 seconds left. Quick tips. Don't hold your breath. If you feel sharp pain in the hip or knee, put the foot down and shorten the hold. The goal is steady, not struggle. And if you want my simple 7-day balance schedule done in the same reverse order, comment the number 1. Now, next, we train the situation that makes many people sway the most. Walking while turning the head. And is Mexo all reading Mang, in the Backly Y of any oven, and the Backly Y of Archibald Y of Fowlers. Movement number 6. Walk while turning your head safely. This is real life. You're walking in the house. You hear someone call your name. You turn to answer, and your body sways for a moment. Many falls begin in that exact moment. The head turns, and the balance signal changes too fast. Why it works? When your head turns, your inner ear shifts its message quickly. If your brain can't coordinate that new signal with your feet and hips, your center of gravity drifts. Research has noted that training balance while moving and changing where you look can improve postural control, especially in older adults. Here's the safest way. Choose a short path about 3 to 5 meters right next to a wall. Let one hand glide lightly on the wall. No gripping. Walk slowly. Place the heel down gently. Every 2 steps, turn your head to the left for 1 second, then return to center. Every 2 steps, turn your head to the right for 1 second, then return to center. Walk down once and back once. Easier option. Stand in place first. Turn your head left and right slowly 5 times, then begin walking. Japanese-style habit. Do this when you walk from the bedroom to the kitchen in the morning, or in a hallway on the way to get the mail. Quick tips. If you feel dizzy, reduce the turn, slow down, and rest for 10 seconds. Pain is not progress. Next, I'll show you how to lock the hips gently so your path stays straighter and you sway less. HED de Ribarity. In Debarakiman have the Debarakimani. Movement number 5. The gentle hip lock. A small hip hinge with support. Many people think falls happen because of the legs, but very often, the real problem is the hips. When the hips are weak or loose, your center of gravity drifts forward or sideways, especially when you bend to pick something up, lift a pot, or step around an obstacle. Why it works? A proper hip hinge wakes up your glutes and hamstrings, the muscles that act like brakes so you don't pitch forward. It also teaches your brain to sense the position of your pelvis and trunk more clearly. Research has noted that improving hip and core control can support better stability during walking and during direction changes. Here's the safest way. Stand 1 arm's length from a wall. Place both hands on the wall at chest height. Feet hip width apart. Knees soft. Breathe in. Now, send your hips slightly back, as if you're reaching your hips toward the wall behind you. Keep your back long, chest open. This is a small movement. You do not need to go low. Breathe out. Gently squeeze the glutes and return to standing tall. Do 6 to 10 repetitions. Chair option. Stand in front of a chair. Touch your hips lightly to the seat, then stand right back up without fully sitting. Japanese style habit. Do it before carrying dishes from the kitchen to the table, or before bending down to reach something low. Quick tips. Don't round your back. Don't hold your breath. If you feel sharp pain, stop. And if this helps you, please like this video, so I know you want more of this steady balance series. Next, we wake up the base of your balance, the part most people forget, the feet, while the same mine is for videos. Movement number 4, toe grip and foot wake up. Many people over 60 wear soft slippers, rarely walk barefoot, and rarely use the toes on purpose. Over time, the base of your body falls asleep, and when the base is asleep, the brain receives a faint signal, so you sway more easily, even if your legs still have strength. Why it works? Your toes and the sole of your foot contain many tiny sensors. When you practice lift, spread, and grip, you are making the ground signal clearer up to the brain. Research has noted that improving foot sensation and strengthening the small foot muscles can support better balance and a steadier walking pattern in older adults. How to do it? Stand next to a wall. Touch with one hand lightly. Relax your shoulders. Look at one fixed point. Mini drill 1. Lift the big toe. Hold for 2 seconds. Lower it. Do 6 times. Mini drill 2. Lift the other 4 toes. Hold for 2 seconds. Lower them. Do 6 times. Mini drill 3. Spread the toes wide like opening a fan. Then relax. Do 5 times. If that's difficult, sit on a chair first and practice there. Japanese style habit. Do this while brushing your teeth or while waiting for your tea to steep. It takes only 30 to 40 seconds. Quick tips. Don't cramp the toes. Don't tense the whole leg. If you get a cramp, stop and gently massage the sole. And here's the open loop. Many people cheat the heel to toe test without realizing it because their feet can't feel a straight line. Next, we train the gentle break so your brain controls every step with more calm and stability. If this 7 baiting and workamation and baiting and mating baiting. Movement number 3, the gentle break step, then pause for 1 breath. This is very Japanese in spirit. No rushing, no forcing, no strain. And yet, it can make your walking feel noticeably steadier. Why it works? When you walk continuously, the brain can glide and small balance errors get ignored. But when you step and pause, your brain is forced to check again. Where is my center of gravity? Is my foot truly stable? Is my hip drifting? Research has noted that slow, controlled balance practice with intentional pauses can improve neuromuscular coordination and reduce swaying during walking. Here's the safest way. Pick a short path 3 to 5 meters right next to a wall. Let one hand glide lightly along the wall. Take 1 slow step. Now pause for exactly 1 calm breath. Inhale gently. Exhale gently. Then take the next step. Do 6 to 10 steps. Then turn around and come back. Easier option. March in place. Step the right foot. Pause for 1 breath. Then the left foot. Japanese style habit. Do this when walking to the bathroom at night or when walking to the door to receive a delivery. Quick tips. If your knee feels locked, soften it slightly. If you feel dizzy, stop completely and hold the wall. Pain is not progress, and don't leave yet. We're only 2 short parts away from the wall setup and the 45-second test, where many people make a mistake without realizing it. If you want more short, safe, simple videos to help you stay independent every day, subscribe to this channel now. Next, I'll show you exactly how to set up your position so your test result is not misleading. And back to Sanovated Practice 1. Movement number 2. Build your safe rail before the test. This is the step most people skip, and that's why they feel scared and get a misleading result. Why it works. When your support is set up correctly, your brain stops panicking. You can focus on real balance signals instead of tensing up from fear of falling. Research has noted that a safe environment helps older adults perform movement tests more accurately with less distortion from anxiety. Here's how to set it up. Choose a longer wall. Make sure the floor is dry. Remove anything slippery. Stand parallel to the wall, about 1 hand width away. Keep the hand closest to the wall ready, so you can glide your fingers lightly along the wall as you walk. Not gripping, just a gentle guide. Look at 1 fixed point straight ahead, at eye level. Pick a marker about 3 to 5 meters away, a table corner, a doorway, anything stable. If your space is small, stand behind a sturdy chair. Rest both hands on the chair back and practice heel to toe steps in place for 6 to 10 steps. Quick tips. Don't stare down at your feet the whole time. Looking down often makes people sway more. If you're wearing loose slippers, switch to footwear with better grip or go barefoot on a dry, safe floor. And here's the retention moment. 1 tiny mistake in setup can make you look worse than you really are. Next, we do movement number 1, the 45-second test, the most important part of the entire video. And then 80 day. If you want working about their self plays, movement number 1, the 45-second heel to toe walk test. This test is not to prove you're good or bad. It's simply to show you the truth, where your balance is today. The goal is safety and a clear signal. Why it works. When you walk with your heel close to your toes, your body must stay on a narrow line. Your brain has to coordinate fast. Your eyes, your inner ear, and the feeling in your feet. Research has noted that gait and balance tests like this reflect real-world postural control, and when balance function declines, they are linked with a higher chance of trips and falls. Here's the 45-second test. Stand next to the wall using the exact setup we just practiced. Start a timer for 45 seconds. Walk slowly. Each step, place the heel of the back foot to touch or come very close to the toes of the front foot. Keep breathing calmly. Relax the shoulders. Look at your marker straight ahead. If you sway, lightly touch the wall, then continue. You do not need to stop completely. How to read your result. Could you keep going continuously? How many times did you need to touch the wall? Did you drift off the line or twist at the hips? And if today doesn't feel strong, that is not bad. That is simply your current starting point. Aging is not something to fight. It's something to guide with small daily signals. If you want my simple scoring guide and a 7-day improvement plan from movement 7 down to 1, comment the number 2. Before you stand up and try again, I want to give you one important safety block. Start from where you are today. Don't compare yourself to anyone. And remember this, pain is not progress. Always do this near a wall or behind a sturdy chair. If the floor is slippery, if there's a loose rug, or if you feel dizzy, stop. If you've fallen in the last 6 to 12 months, if you're taking medication that makes you lightheaded, or if you have heart, inner ear, or neurological conditions, talk with your doctor before doing this alone. While you practice, breathe evenly. Relax your shoulders. Keep your eyes on the marker. Don't stare down at your feet. If you sway, a light touch on the wall is the right choice. That wall is your safety line. It is not failure. If you feel sharp pain in the knee, hip, or back, stop immediately. Reduce the range, or switch to the seated version. And here's the principle I want you to keep. After 50, the body needs signals, not stress. Small movement every day is more powerful than one hard session and then stopping. Next, I'll close with one simple philosophy, so you feel calm and know you're on the right path. ABRs and Demaverly, and don't make it at 51. You don't need to fight aging. You only need to guide it. Aging is not your enemy. It's a natural flow. And your job is to place the right signals consistently, so your body follows a safer path. When you practice these 7 movements in reverse order, you are sending your brain a clear message. I can still control my body. I can still stand steady. I can still walk with confidence without panic. And Esabo, and be subdone life, that is worth more than muscle, because independence is the real goal. Being able to go to the market on your own, step up and down a curb, walk through your home at night without fear. And if your 45-second test didn't feel strong today, that's okay. That is your starting point. And every starting point deserves respect. Tomorrow, do just 2 minutes again. Your trunk will remember. Your feet will wake up. Your hips will hold you better. And each step will feel less shaky. If this video helped you understand your body more clearly, please like the video. It tells me you want more short, safe, pain-free routines. And subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next part. Next, I'll guide you through a simple 60-second habit to do before you leave the house, so your walking feels steadier immediately.